Hey out there YouTube, this is Matt again. I'm going to show you a coil build today. This is on the Whittler, our new little box mod, 18650. If you're interested in this mod, there's the previous video has more information on this mod, but in this video I want to show you this build on the K-Fun and blowing those clouds. So we'll take a closer look and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so here we have the coil build that I used earlier. You saw the cloud that came off of that. It looks like a dual coil, but it's a single piece of wire that consists of a dual coil. I actually made this little jig to make the coil out of a paper clip and just taped it together. Taped one side, one paper clip to provide a little bit of a gap between the two, and then taped the two together. This is 30 gauge wire and I call this the Mobius coil. So when it's all said and done and you take it off the jig, it looks like that. You have two coils very closely side by side, two very narrow holes to run your wick through, so you're going to want to use a very small amount of wick, and I will show you how to make this coil. So you want to start by putting your wire between the two posts with a little bit of a lead off, and then you're going to wrap it around the post and come back through the middle, tighten it down, around the opposite post, back down through the middle, tighten it down. You repeat this over and over until you get 4 wraps on both sides. So there, I'll spread out the coil a little bit so you can see how it's arranged. You've got 4 wraps, 2, 3, 4 on either side, on both posts. So then you want to squish all this together, get it nice and tight. Then you take it off your jig, terminate it to your posts, and you have a Mobius coil. So it's pretty simple. Now the coil that I have in this K-Fun is actually done using 3 posts and 3 wraps around each post. So it's arranged similar to a triquetra knot, like the hammer of Thor. And by doing that, this coil here will ohm out at about, if you use 30 gauge and do the 4 coils on either side, it'll ohm out at about 1.2 once it's terminated. If you do the one in here, it's going to ohm out with 3 wraps on each coil. It will ohm out at 1.5. So I want to show you again what a 1.5 coil on a K-Fun will do in producing vapor. Side view. So it's a pretty decent cloud for 1.5. I think it'd be pretty hard for anybody to beat that at 1.5. It's a nice coil. Give it a shot. When you go to thread your wick in, you want a very fine point. You're going to use a lot less wick than you normally do, because you have 3 wicks running through each one through each coil on this build, or 2 wicks, one through each coil on the other build. This is not a dual coil, it's a single wire. You got 2 coils side by side, but it's a single wire, so you don't have to subtract ohms or divide, or you know, any of that nonsense. So there it is, the Mobius coil. I hope this explains it better. There's more information on the ePipe forum, epipeforum.org. There's a thread about it, and yeah, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.